Hey guys, on the road, decided to do a video on why not to lease cars. I've had a lot of them, not leases, but I've owned a lot of cars, so let me tell you why you should never lease a car. The whole premise behind car leases is, well, I get a write-off, I'll use it as a business expense. No, don't try it. It's useless. You're better off writing off the mileage, own the car, write off the mileage, take the standard deduction. The whole premise from the car dealership's aspect is they put a mileage limitation on you, and you're holding value in that car so that when you turn that lease in, you can, or they can, get value out of the car. They can resell that car and make even more money. So, best way to do it, buy certified pre-owned. That's my opinion. Or if you do buy new, put miles on the car. All you people that say, hey, I don't want to drive the car, or hey, I'm going to go rent a car because we're going on a family trip. Why? Mileage makes you money. And I can explain this. Let's go out and say you're buying a $100,000 car, just so we do the math very simple. And you put 1,000 miles a year on that car. You just paid $100 a mile for that mileage. But let's say you went out and drove 10,000 miles a year, and now you're down to $10 a mile. So over the course of time, let's say you purchased a car for $100,000 and you have 100,000 miles on that car. You paid $1 per mile to drive. So when you're buying your cars, whether it be $25,000, whether it be $50,000, whether it be $75,000, look down at your mileage and do the math and find out what you're paying per mile. And you're going to find out the more miles you drive, the cheaper it gets. Therefore, you get value out of your car, not the dealership, not the leasing company. I also recommend buying certified pre-owned, whether it be Lexus, BMW. Buy certified pre-owned. Let the dealership take the depreciation. I'm not going to go into why it works for the dealership. It's a complicated situation, but they do make money, believe it or not. But certified pre-owned, let's use the example on a Lexus, $50,000. You could probably buy a $50,000 certified pre-owned, 20,000, 25,000 miles, probably for 25, 30 grand. And you'll get a 100,000 mile warranty all day long. Don't eat that depreciation. Unless you're buying new and unless you plan on keeping the vehicle and putting a ton of miles on it, buy certified pre-owned. Don't eat that depreciation. If you're buying new and you're keeping the car for a couple of years and then you're trading it in, hopefully you're wealthy, because you're paying a fortune per mile, and it's costing you a lot of money. Maintain your vehicle, do the normal oil changes, and drive them. I've had, every vehicle under the sun, and I can tell you right now, I had a Lamborghini, bought it brand new, and when I traded it in, it had 47,000 miles on it. I owned it for about 3 years. The average Lamborghini driver drives anywhere from between 1,500 and 3,000 miles a year. So what I did was one of a kind. I believe when I traded it in, the next closest Lamborghini in the United States had 30,000 miles on it, if I remember correctly. But I just had a Lamborghini Urus. I bought it brand new, and The first year I had 27,000 miles on it. So drive it, enjoy it. You're not buying a vehicle today and keeping the miles low and thinking that you're going to keep all this value, so when I go to sell it, I'm getting my money back. Not you're dreaming if you think that. You're dreaming if you think it makes it any difference whatsoever. I can tell you on exotics, if you gave me a 10-year-old Lamborghini with 1,000 miles on it, or a 10-year-old Lamborghini with 10,000 miles on it, I'm taking the one with 10,000 miles on it, because I know it was used. I know it's not, the seals are not going to be dried and cracked, and it was maintained, and so use your vehicles and they'll last a heck of a lot longer. Letting a vehicle sit is the worst thing you can do for it. I always use the example, if you own a Lamborghini or any exotic for that matter, if you don't use it for more than 7 days, they say to hook it up to the trickle charger to keep the battery charged. And I've never taken the trickle charger out of the box. I've owned 7 Lamborghinis. I've never opened the trickle charger box. I've never put it on. I wouldn't even, I'm sure I could figure it out, but I don't even know how to put it on. So drive your cars and make them of value for you, not for the dealership. It's your car. Get the value. That's all I have to say on this video. Short, sweet, to the point. It's my thoughts on the difference between buying and leasing. If you want to comment below, I can get more in depth on why dealerships can sell certified pre-owns. It's very unique. It's very brilliant, but I can get in depth if you want me to. So give me thumbs up, give me thumbs down. Tell me what you want to hear. I'll talk about it, no problem. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope this gives you some insight on what you're actually paying for your car and what kind of value the car is bringing to you. So hope that helps. I'll talk to you soon.